Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another phenomenal reading, Sagittarius. I hope you guys are all doing well. And in this reading, Sagittarius, we see the Symbolon. So this is the premier card in this deck. This is the best card in the deck. It's kind of like a Two of Cups, but maybe, much better, definitely. We see the Libra signal up here, or glyph, a symbol, and then we have, this is Aries, I believe, and down here is Taurus, and we have Jupiter. So what we have here is Libra for partnerships, right? And we have Aries for, I believe, for kind of like sex, kind of, and it doesn't have to be just that. It can be like I'm really asserting myself to have what I need in my life. Aries, it's up here. Yeah, and then we have Taurus down here. This is the Venus, right? It's really a Venus symbol. Venus is about love, definitely, and it can be about sex, but I'm not really trying to like talk so much about sex here. This is a couple here that has it all, right? If you can see the card, they're going to the temple together, and they're hand in hand, and they're both, calmly walking down to the temple. They're dressed similar because they believe the same things, right? They believe the same things. They're on the same page, and this is, this is kind of my soulmate, definitely, right? Especially with the symbolic, the spiritual kind of attitude of this card. And then we have Jupiter down here. So this is expansion, right? Adventure, and the Wheel of Fortune, fate and destiny. That's really kind of what that means here with this couple. Yeah, it does. And so before we begin, Sagittarius, if you'd like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. They're accurate. I'm a Silva grad. And we do a tarot spread at the end. And we do a tarot spread at the end. Beg your pardon, you guys. And so you get two different unique insights. I offer tarot readings unto themselves, and Mystic Sense can get you a free 5-minute psychic reading. And that is completely separate from me. The link is below. Everything is below. Okay, so let's see what else we have. And we have the Taskmaster. Oh, no, it's not him. It's another. He looks like the same guy. But he's the Magician. But he's doing something not very nice, right? And this is manipulation. It is. And so he is doing something a little bit dark. We see this kind of Scorpio glyph. No digs on Scorpios, of course, but when we talk about kind of, things that are hidden and, on the lower scale, right? And it's right above the skull. Somebody's doing something. And, sometimes Scorpio can be about manipulation. Sometimes it can, right? It can, but my point about it is that that would be on the lower end, of course, right? If all signs have a lower and a higher aspect, they sure do. And so, but he's manipulating. He has a person in here, like a body, and this person knows they can't get out. It's a beaker, or a test tube, right? And so that test tube is over the fire, so he's manipulating something so he can have his way. Yes, he is. And we have the Pied Piper here. So somebody's doing something manipulative, or they're lying because they want this Symbolon. That's what this is. They want this couple here. They want to be that. So Sagittarius, you're either, you're the man or the woman here, right? Or you're one of these people on this card. Yes, you are. And then we have meditation, which is a number 7. And the meditation, this 25, is a number 7. So somebody has been in contemplation and meditating about this, and maybe not meditation all the way, but they could be. But it's definitely contemplation and evaluation and assessing. And then we have honesty. And so Sagittarius, somebody's being honest with what they want and what makes them happy, because this is an 8. What brings them personal power, what makes their life better, right? And it does, because the 8 is a power number, and we're in an 8 year, 2024. So try to do the best you can, you guys, with your year, right? But this honesty card, It talks about somebody who might have been lying to themselves and now they are being honest. And this is about who they really love over here. There's really no way to look, another way to look at it in my, I mean, if you have another evaluation, you can always put it in the comments, right? But this is also, it can be about somebody who went through an awakening and they're finally being honest, because meditation takes you to the spiritual realm. Yeah, it helps you connect to your spiritual side, the psychic world, the psychic realm. Yes, it does. And so that's what somebody has done here. We'll get one more card for Sagittarius. Or a couple. Let's see what else we have for Sagittarius. We're going to use this deck today for Sagittarius, and not in the whole reading. And we have the naked couple, and this is Eros, right? And so Eros was somebody who, I think he was Greek, but these people are naked, Cupid's in the back, and they are looking into each other's eyes. So that's really interesting, because that's what we have here basically, but this is more spiritual, and this is more kind of Venus-like, right? Where they are, but still we have these two couples. So this person, Sagittarius, feels that there's a spiritual connection between you, and definitely a romantic, a sexual, a passionate one right here. And, Cupid's in the back, and he said, pose for the picture. But they're definitely looking into each other's eyes, very happy, very like, I can't show them because they're naked. But here they are, right? And and Cupid's right there in the back, right? Okay. So that card is about Aries. Once again, Aries can be passionate. That's why that's there. Fiery and passionate. We have the Taurus glyph here. This is Venus, and this is, and then we have Aries again down here, and then this is Taurus for Venus. Yeah, sometimes they put them a little different. Let's see what we have. And then we have, this is character assassination. So somebody is being kind of like, somebody's being either, I feel like they're being condemned or criticized, because this can be about gossip sometimes, but we see this lady being condemned here. And I mean, look at these kind of sinister guys are outside, right? It looks like they should be there. This guy looks completely sinister, but hey, we're not here to kind of, discuss who's being sinister. It's really the point of the card is that somebody's being condemned, and there's probably gossip, because these guys are outside, and it just is like that. Yeah. And so here's the Gemini glyph. The Gemini can talk about gossip, because the third house of communication, right? Intellectual pursuits, the mind, talking, communication. So there could definitely be, there could be that here. But somebody's taking action to have what they want, and somebody could be talking about them or criticizing them, because they want this. They want these two couples. They just want one, but they want these two couples. It's very clear here what they want. And they're finally being honest with themselves, honesty. So although they are manipulating somebody else, they look like they are leaving somebody. I keep turning that off, and I thought it was off. They keep leaving. They have left somebody here, I believe, or they are doing it now. Yeah. Let me just shut this down, you guys, totally. Okay, let me turn this off, you guys, here. Oh, let me just turn it. Okay, I beg your pardon, you guys. Okay, and so let's get back to this, right? This reading is a trip, because it's obvious we're going to get another card. It's cool. And we have Pythia, and she was the kind of most revered psychologist and psychic. Yeah, as the psychic, she was most revered, and maybe that's where they get Pisces. I'm not sure the name, because Pisceans can be psychics if they want. Yeah, not everybody wants to do that. And then we have Dreaming Johnny. So clear, right? Here's Dreaming Johnny. He's going to fall in the water. His head is so into this love connection here about somebody, and the butterflies are above him. Yeah, and we have the Aquarius glyph. Aquarius is about, it's the 11th house of hopes and wishes and gains and friendship, right? So definitely this person is thinking there's gains to be had with this couple. coming together. I feel like that's what it is. We're going to shuffle right now, Sagittarius, right? And keep this part spontaneous, right? Yeah. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius, please. And as I said, I hope you guys are well. You can get your chart done with me too. I've lowered the price. And can really help you with your life perspective, right? And you know, it shows you things that you're unaware of. It shows you your talents, but it shows you your vulnerabilities as well. So those vulnerabilities, and in your chart, it also shows you with the planets that are there how to overcome those. Yeah, it's very cool, right? Yeah, and the oppositions show you things that you're going to decide on because you feel like you must make a decision. We have sextiles. They are events. Yes, events taking place in your life. Very cool, which is predictive, right? And then we also have the squares, and the squares are showing you what may have been kind of growing tension, and then one day you just get up and it's change that is forced upon you. Yeah, and so, I beg your pardon, you guys. So what it means though is that with that awareness, you live a better life. That's really what it means. So let's see, we have Sagittarius. Sorry if you kind of heard that little gulp there. Okay, so we have, it's kind of what it was a little bit. We have the Nine of Swords, Six of Pentacles. And the Chariot is the overall energy. Yeah, and these sphinxes have breasts, so we may not show that, right? And so we have Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands. Yeah, you see, this is so clear about the passion here, right? When you were looking at these oracle cards here, you know, and here they are once again, right? So much passion here. I had to cover the naked couple, right? And then Dreaming Johnny. Excuse me, you guys, right? So let's see what else. And the Ace of Wands is passion, for sure. It is a passionate opportunity. And we have Judgment. So let's cover Judgment. They're also undressed, right? Because they're being reborn, right? What are they supposed to do? Hey, I left my clothes, right? I left my clothes with the undertaker, right? The funeral parlor. I like how they call it undertaker. I feel like it means like kind of the underworld, because that's really where you're going, or the afterworld. But for me, the afterworld's kind of like the underworld, right? Everything that is underneath that you can't see. That's probably why they call that the undertaker, right? Yeah, they're taking you under. They are. You've already went, but right? Okay. So the overall energy, Sagittarius, is this Chariot, and maybe your person's Cancer. We have Justice with the Judge, and then Judgment is Scorpio. But it doesn't really matter, it could be any sign, and it's great to kind of see your sign here. It definitely is. But we have many signs here because with the oracle cards, I was calling out all these signs, right? So the challenge is the Nine of Swords. So somebody's worried they're not going to have a victory with the Chariot. It's a journey, but it's a victory, right? He's going to win. That's why the Chariot races were to win, weren't they? Yeah. It must have been kind of cool to be in the, in the Greek times. Yeah, right at the height of the Greek Empire. And they were definitely an empire. And, I'm not sure what happened to the Greeks, right? And so as for Rome, I feel like it was their own kind of demise. Yeah. So anyway, getting back to this though, we have the Nine of Swords. And so we see this woman crying in bed. Yeah, she's crying. She's not just covering her eyes, right? It's very unlikely. She's very upset. She has 9 swords to bother her, right? Basically, because this is the mental realm. But 9s are about endings. They're about completions. So this is somebody who worries or has anxiety that they're not going to either overcome a situation, have victory, or have victory in this journey, because this is a journey. We even see it here with these people walking. It's kind of symbolic of a journey. They're walking together, right? Now, as I said, something has been, I feel like something ends here, and it ends in a way where someone's not telling the truth. I feel like somebody loves you here, Sagittarius, and they're leaving a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or, and they're not saying, yeah, I'm going over to Sagittarius's house and to live forever, okay? Or to have a passionate opportunity because this person adores you and they think you are perfectly fit. Yeah, I don't really like to use the word perfect because it puts pressure and it's not realistic, right? There's no such thing as perfect. How can there be anything as perfect? Because, the universe can change it and break it and throw it on the ground, or it just, it doesn't, it's too high of a bill, too tall of an order to fill. Yeah, and it just puts pressure. So we do our best, right? We just do our best. So, right, and that's how it is, and it's how it is in everything, really, if you are kind of, paying attention to, uh, I don't know, kind of easiest way to kind of improve your life, or, just to understand what's kind of, what is good and what's kind of is extreme. So we're not striving for perfection, but to make it as good as we can, possibly, right? And so, but somebody thinks here, I don't know how I got on that a little bit, they think, oh, they're worried. Yeah. They're worried that they're not going to have a victory with you. They are. And so, or they can't overcome problems with you. Right? The Chariot, Nine of Swords. It can also be that they are thinking, I'm making a problem for myself if Sagittarius doesn't want me. Because with this, unless they have manipulated you in the past, they could have, but I don't feel that they definitely could have. But I have the Five of Cups here. And this is an ending. And rebirth is, judgment is rebirth, but somebody made a decision here, and I just feel like something really happened before this person could be free. It looks like they are making themselves available. You may be doing this too, Sagittarius. These readings can be switched. Making themselves available to, because, so they can be with you and love you, but they look like they are leaving something behind. We have the Nine of Swords as a completion. Fives are endings too. Yeah, and judgment is an ending, right? Judgment's an ending. Even if it's a rebirth, it's an ending. Yeah, it is. And so it's, it can be a beautiful ending. It can be one that creates kind of a lot of havoc. It could, right? It's just possible. I mean, these people were dead here. So, that's right there, and they're young. So, it's kind of showing that, yeah. And so Six of Pentacles is here in the reading. And so the Six of Pentacles in this reading is this person's recognition that they adore you. This is also what they want. This person doesn't know with this setup here that they're going to have a victory with you. And so therefore they're thinking, I'm not going to have I might not have this give and take. The better way to put this is that this person is overcoming, they want to overcome something in their life. And it can talk about them leaving somebody and, and they want to have a give and take with you, but they don't know if it's going to happen. So now they've created another problem by leaving somebody else. It could be that. But definitely this person, because they're being honest with themselves about what's really important here. And we know what's important, this love, this beautiful love here, because these honestly are the most romantic and kind of love cards in the reading, in this deck. There's, Sleeping Beauty's pretty huge, but they're showing the couples here, right? Yeah, and that's what they want. So we'll get a card, Sagittarius, on right here for this. How are those little cards at? For the Six of Pentacles. For some reason, I don't know where I put those cards, so we'll just use a big one. We will. Oh, here they are. Let's use this deck instead because it's little and it's a sister deck and it doesn't cover. Let's see what we have, and we have Two of Swords. So I wanted it here. So that's what I was, clarifying. So here's you or your person, Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles. I don't know if I'm going to have a victory with Sagittarius. In this reading, this person could be thinking, I'm doing something in vain with this manipulation. And this is the Pied Piper. And this is, this is something that he's doing secretive. We have the Scorpio sign here. Scorpio can be about secrets. So can Pisces, right? But I don't see Pisces here. So this here, is he's doing, and you can tell he's leading these people somewhere where they don't know where they're going, but for some reason they believe him, or they're just mesmerized by his horn playing. But he's shady, and here they are. You can tell their face. They're nice people. And over here is a manipulation of this person in a beaker, cooking on the fire because, and here is the criticism from other people. So it could be that somebody's talking about this as well, like criticizing, going, well, this person wants to go be with Sagittarius, if they know who you are. Seven of Cups sits in the past, and it sits there with the Four of Wands, and this is, I made a choice. Yeah, this person made a choice here, and that's what I was saying. And that's what they're troubled with, because the Nine of Cups is in your environment, Sagittarius. You are their wish. They're your wish, right? It could be either or, but it's whoever is worried here and already made this choice. So they made this choice either to marry you, Four of Wands, or they made the choice to have a stable relationship. Here's the Six of Pentacles to prove it. A give and take. And the mindset is to have a passionate new opportunity. This reading's very clear. And this is about somebody who's, down on the boulevard by your house. It's kind of like that. Feels close to me. Two of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups. Look at that. So this is, I wonder if I can have this. Ace of Cups. So we have two aces already. And we have the two couples that are talking about divine love. For sure they are. And Justice is here. We'll get a card. We have the Hanged Man. So Justice is here with the Hanged Man, like the Hangman's reversed. Somebody made a decision. They've already sacrificed something here. That's why we have this lady, and she's kind of being sacrificed too. No, is she gonna die? No, her hands are in the slats. There's a letter that she did something wrong. Her mother's there with the younger brother, and like, what'd she do? Right? She didn't do anything. It's just a card of condemnation because somebody has done something wrong here. But it is to have this couple. And I believe it's a sacrifice lying. It could even be a sacrifice of a marriage with the Hanged Man and Justice, a contract. I'm sacrificing this contract. It can also be, I made a wise decision, so I'm sacrificing. It can be that. Let's get a card here. Definitely about wisdom, because we have honesty too. And, when somebody's honest with themselves, they're sitting with their own wisdom, aren't they? I feel like they are. And over here is, Pythia. Here's Pisces right here, the glyph, because this is Pythia. And this can be about secrets. You could have been somebody's secret love, Sagittarius. And she's doing this ritual here because she wants something. And here's the Hierophant in the back, right, or the High Priest, and he's like respecting her, kind of almost praying to her, sort of, like, right? Here's the fire over here. She's doing this. She's doing this so she can expand a relationship with somebody. Here's Jupiter. This is Neptune here, right? So this is very spiritual. Somebody could be afraid. Sometimes Pisces is fears. But it's definitely trusting your psychic ability. And that's what she's about, right? I mean, Pisces is also very creative. And they're compassionate. And they love to help people. And just stuff like that, right? So, we're talking about, only one element in a chart. Even if it's your sun, there's so much more that can help you, right? You should get your chart, right? But Pisces is here. And somebody's trusting that's what she's doing. She goes, I'm performing this ritual, and because I want to have something. I want this expansion, Jupiter. And this is passion too. Jupiter's about passion as well. So we'll get another card on this concern. Let's see what we have here. And we have the Six of Wands. Yeah, see, we have 2 6s. Somebody recognizes here that you're the one. So they made a decision so they can overcome some problem with you, or simply overcome the fact that you are the love of their life, and I need this, that type of overcoming. 9 of Cups, it's in the environment. We're going to leave it alone. It's really beautiful. This is, I want my wish. Your wish is in your environment, Sagittarius. This is either your immediate physical energy environment or your psyche, right? Yeah, your spiritual environment. And so 5 of Cups is in the hopes and desires with the 8 of Swords. These are both kind of endings, because the 8s talk about change. They talk about power and yes, and moving forward, or just something that is very powerful. And with the 8 of Swords, it's definitely, I need to release something to have my power. And she is going to release herself, because she's not, that's what this is. And this is like, I have no other kind of choice. I have to do this. This ends, see, something ends here. And it ends for security, because we have 8 and 5 together. This is 13, so we have a 4. It ends for stability. And that's what somebody wants with you. That's the whole point, because they really love you and they feel like their love life can be so stable with you. Yeah, and that is true here. And in the potential outcome sits Judgment with Judgment. Look at that. So we're going to get one more card on it. We just are, because I have to cover these naked people, right? Okay, 4 of Cups. So see how something ends? Because somebody's bored here, or they reject somebody. And Judgment is an ending and a new beginning. It's a rebirth. So we have it twice. So in this reading, this Judgment twice, somebody makes a decision to have a rebirth, and they let somebody else go here, 4 of Cups. They're bored, or, you know, and I could see if they're bored, because there's, you know, umpteen passion here. We see the naked couple, Eros. I think he like slayed the dragon for his love, or another man, or both, but he was really in love with this other woman, and I don't remember her name. I mean, Aphrodite. I just don't remember who it was. Right? And so that's what's going on here. I also believe this person had an awakening about you because of the meditation and Pythia right here. Yeah, I feel like this person had an awakening about you. So we're going to end this reading. There's a lot of Scorpio and Pisces energy in this reading. And with that being said, that is psychic. Definitely can speak about awakenings. It's all connected, isn't it? Spiritual awakenings are, that's part of your psychic realm. It really is. So we're going to end this right now. Thank you so much. Get your psychic reading with me. They're accurate, right? Or get your chart read. So very cool, you guys. Thank you so much. So helpful. And that is your map for your life. Everybody should have their chart done. And you can look it up if you want, but you'll never get the explanation. It's kind of like, you know, if you try to fix your shoe. This is a bad analogy, but I'll use it because it comes to mind. Instead of going to the shoemaker, right? You need an astrologer to explain that to you. You do. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. Yeah, God bless. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And also, you guys, hit the little bell, yeah, for a notification.